Well, they're moving the game now. They should have done this a lot earlier. But 146 for 3. Still 9 deliveries to go. They can go 170, maybe 170 plus. Look at those wide stance. He was waiting for the ball to be on his legs. With fielder nice and straight, it was easy pickings.
Just changing his angle now. Shaheen Shah Afridi's round the wicket. At the stumps this time. This time should be out. Oh, would you believe it? Would you believe it? Well, for all money, it looked like that was going to be safely pouched.
This is shocking, quite shocking. Hussain Talat expected to take this one at this level. This is too easy to floor. Reverse cup, ball not landing in the right part of the hand. They might just pay a heavier price.
Change of angle again, back over the wicket. At the stumps, big appeal, don't think so. Shaheen Shah Afridi is trying everything in his bag of tricks, and at the moment it's not quite working, though he'll feel pretty hard done by the ball before.
These two are looking for that big over.
Jazz fan pulse question: which team does not have an away kit in HBL PSL 8? Multan or Karachi? Good one. Get involved. Lots of exciting prizes. Exciting out here in the middle. Pollard then on strike. Just picked up, dispatched, and all the way again. You haven't seen that grimace on his face much throughout the competition, and he's got a smile on his face again. They're just going to check.
I'm a little bit surprised that Shaheen Shah Afridi has gone full on all occasions against Karen Pollard. Once more full and 2 straight. Pollard hits it on the advertising cushion. Should be 6, yeah. Confirmation there. So a big over the 19. 20 runs coming from it. 154 for 3.
Well, there's a few words being exchanged. I think that's just a bit of fun between David Visa and Tim David. I think there's a few words been said. Both sets of players, in particular Shaheen Shah Afridi and Karen Pollard, pumped up out there. The innings coming to a crescendo now. Definitely some words said out there as well. There's a little bit of spice, and it's another 6 balls. May just change the context of this innings. 154 then on the board. Now then, as that's going down, he's pleading. He's absolutely pleading with the umpire, Harris Ralph, and I think that might be going down. Well, that was his most expensive over in the history of HBL PSL for that man on screen, the last over. That's why he's not a happy man. 20 runs from it.
No, that last delivery was sharp and came back in. Before the bat came down, the ball was gone. Hitting the pad hard. 152.5 kilometers an hour. The quickest of the game so far. We've still got Ehsan to come.
The previous over went for 20. It was brutal, absolutely brutal from Karen Pollard. He did have a life. That there should have been taken quite easily. And that just meant that the captain was ticking. And so was Karen Pollard. Gone this time. Karen Pollard. Harris Ralph doing what Harris Ralph does so well, targeting the stumps. But what a gem that's been from Karen Pollard.
Just the perfect length. and the quickest we have. The quickest delivery of the game so far, 154. I thought the last delivery was quick. No, this is quicker. Good length, hitting the off stump, taking a big wicket here. Crucial few deliveries left. They know this wicket was important. Pollard gone, played so well in this knock for 57. It's 155 for 4.
That's terrific atmosphere. Full house here in Lahore, and you've got Kustil Shah ready to face the music. His mate Haris Rauf is just firing him down at 153, 154 Ks. He is a brilliant finisher, and he only has a handful of balls to deal with now. That was quite brilliant from the man on screen. Gone again. Brilliant from Haris Rauf.
He is a genuine wicket taker. Don't write Lahore off in this game. They're all pumped up. Another very, very quick delivery. He's dealing in 150s. 152, 154, again 150. What a pace and what a length. That's a perfect length on this pitch particularly. It's a two-pace pitch, cross-seam delivery, right on the money. Third wicket for this man. Pumped up again. Kustil Shah, him and gone. Multan 155 for 5.
Anwar Ali then to face the music. 3 balls in excess of 150 Ks. He's on a hat-trick, Haris Rauf. He'll be targeting those pads and those stumps, a la Waka Yunus back in the day. 155 for 5. It's been a brilliant comeback from Kieron Pollard and Tim David, but an even better one from Haris Rauf on a hat-trick.
Are we getting it? Are we getting it?
Oh, Waka. That was not far away.
Almost, almost. Another fine delivery. A perfect Yorker. First one, Pollard off stump gone. Then comes Kustil Shah. Haris went round the wicket, took his leg stump out. Pacey delivery.
As exciting as you get in the HBL PSL. Fast bowling, full cry, pace, passion, and it's that body language that just completes the package with Haris Rauf.
Not the middle of the bat. Oh, going to check. I reckon they'll check. Tim David is going to stay on strike. That's important for the Sultans. We might just check and see whether either the foot or the ball rolled back on. And the Raza in the deep. Looks good.
It's the first time I'm seeing Sikandar Raza in the field. He did not bowl today, he was not required.
Right, final ball. Tim David on strike. So desperately searching for a boundary to finish things off, get him into the 160s. Goes again, goes up a long way. Might fall safe, does fall safe, and they run for two. So that's all they care. They've got another couple. Finish things off, get him into the 160s. They have managed to reach 160. Rashid Khan, he was there, pouncing on it. But what an over. Again, goes up a long way. Harris Ralph to finish things off. Sultans does fall safe, and they run for two. So that's all they care. They've got another couple. Finish things off, get him into the 160s. They have managed to reach 160. Rashid Khan, he was there, pouncing on it. This is different. What an over. Again, goes up a long way. Harris Ralph to finish things off.
Previously seen
Sultans does fall safe, and they run for two. That's all they care. They've got another couple. Finish things off, get him into the 160s. They have managed to reach 160. Rashid Khan, he was there, pouncing on it. What an over. Again, goes up a long way. To finish things off.
Really hard Sultan to win this one, but I think this is game on.
And take a bow, Harris Ralph, last over, going for just 6 runs. He picked up 2 wickets. Is that the balance shift in power once more? Because we saw the last 5 overs produce 63 for the Sultans. This is a middle-in type total, 160 for 5. 2 really good bowling sides. Game on.
Yeah, this is interesting. You don't see that all the time. Side very much together out there. I think they'll feel it's pretty well done in the first half of the game. They didn't get off to a flying start, but there are lots of starts. 29, 33, 13. Aaron Pollard, an absolute gem. 57 from 34. Tim David, well, he never quite got going, but saw them through to the end with 22. So 160 for 5 on the board.
Well, the partnerships, the big partnership between Pollard and Tim Davis, 65 or just 39 deliveries. There was a partnership up at the top also, 53 or 47, which I thought was a little slow, but at the end they managed 160 somehow.
Well, the bowlers, they all played their part. Shaheen Shah Afridi was a little bit expensive, gone wicketless. It was Harris Ralph with that 3 wickets for 34. The passion, the aggression, the pace. Exactly what the HBL PSL is about. Rashid Khan, frugal as ever with his 1 wicket. And Zaman Khan contributing with his solitary wicket.
Right, let's get down to Aaron. Who have you got down there with you?
Qalandars, he just had a mid-innings.
Very important, and especially here in all this condition, I think length remains very important. And I was just trying, to hit the right area as many as possible. It missed it once, and Poli hit it for 6 hours. Like, no, I'm not going to miss it again.
Well, you're awesome tonight. I'll let you go get ready for the next innings. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Absolutely, Aaron. He was absolutely awesome, as he is most times when he gets the ball in the hand. He talked about the length that the bowlers bowled. I think they'll be pretty happy, Lahore Qalandars. They have a big, well, not a big chase, but a medium chase on a pitch just offered a little bit. It's a great contest between bat and ball. We'll see you very shortly for the run chase. 161 required.
Don't forget your box. Pebbles, sponsors of PSL on Sky Sports.
No child should suffer the torture of trachoma, but so many are in pain right now. Nananga's lashes have turned inwards. They rip and tear away at his eyes. Pumalo's sight could be gone forever. He's just 3 years old. Kafanga screams for his mother. His eyes are so infected that he can't even see her. For so many children in the world's poorest countries, trachoma is torture. It's a painful infection spread by flies and dirty hands. It's destroying lives. But it could be stopped if you help today. By calling 0800 021 3925 and giving £2 a month to Sightsavers, you can help make sure children get the treatment they desperately need. You'll help us bring them the medicines and the care that can treat infections. And that means you'll be helping to save children from the torture of trachoma and a life of blindness. Please help us reach them. Call 0800 021 3925, text C5 to 70800, or go online and give just £2 a month now. Because we need you to help save the sight of children like Nananga. We need you to help save them from the torture of trachoma.
This is Wise. 50 currencies, 170 countries, one account to take on the world. Take on Rio. Take on Rome. Take on work. And take on play. Take on this. And this. And spend. Send. Receive. Take on the world with Wise. Download the app today.
This is Max Verstappen is going now for the lead of the race. The crowd roar their approval for this. It's wheel to wheel. Absolutely loving this.
STC Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. To add Sky Sports, go to sky.com/sports.
Sponsors of PSL on Sky Sports.
And here we are at the Gaddafi Stadium. It's
Well, welcome back to Gaddafi Stadium. The qualifier is getting underway here at Gaddafi Stadium. Of course, it's the Multan Sultans that were up against Lahore Qalandars. The first two teams, of course, in the league stages. But we're out here in the middle to check out conditions, and it wasn't quite the batter's paradise we're used to seeing, Dooley.
No, what we've seen in Pindi was just runs. We've come back to Lahore. It just hasn't quite played the same. Look, I've left my room key down. It doesn't have a room number on it, folks. I just want Spidey to just sort of go up and come and just in here. There's just taking a little few indentations out of the surface. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's one of the reasons that things have been a little bit tough for the batters. Have we been too harsh? I don't think the power play was great, but I will say maybe just those indentations played a little role in it, and it may not be the 180, 190 score. They might have a score on the board here.
Yeah, it was a circumspect start, wasn't it? Probably didn't capitalise on the power play as much as they would have liked, but the Kyron Pollard and Tim David show saved the day.
Yeah, it did. Look, you know what you're going to get with Kyron Pollard. As soon as he walks out of the dugout, it's chest out, it's elbows out, hit me. Hit me if you like. Hit me with everything you've got. And he's going to play shots. He's going to find the boundary when he's in that sort of form. I think he's got them through to a decent-sized score. The fact that Tim David was off strike for the most part of that last over, that was a key, again, I think, from the bowling point of view. So to me, it's just going to be about fielding out of your skin. And chasing on this, I know Lahore haven't been good chasing. They haven't been good chasing, but to me, this is it's a freebie for them. Go out there and play these shots. Just play freedom because you have a second chance.
Absolutely nothing to lose, of course. The winner here goes straight to the finals, so all to play for here. Let's get upstairs, though, and check out what we saw in innings one.
all right. This is how the Multan Sultans winning the toss went. It was slow in the first 10 or 12 overs, but it was all because of Kyron Pollard. 57 of 34 that they got that momentum, and 160 for 5 was there at the end of 20. And this is how they started. Usman Khan getting the HBL PSL fastest 100 today wasn't the same because different ground, a different bowling attack. Rizwan got going in the power play, but then the boundaries just started drying out. They just couldn't get rid of that ball and cross the boundary line. They lost Usman, then Riley Russo started hitting a few, but then he was taken down by Haris Rauf's catch, and Zaman Khan got that wicket. Rizwan and Pollard then tried, and it's all because of the boundaries weren't coming from Rizwan's batter. He had to go for that slog. Post that, it became a Pollard show, and he went after Shaheen Afridi and Haris Rauf.
Yeah, huge hits on the leg side. The short ball and the full ball hit down the ground. Even though the field was set, he hits it with such power that he gets boundaries and flat sixes. And it's just immense. The chance, an easy one as such. Hussain Khalid shelling that. And then a clip over the top of the leg side. Haris Rauf with a fantastic final over. Speed were over 150. Back-to-back wickets, and he just brought back a bit of momentum into that Lahore Qalandars final ball of the innings and final over. 3 for 34 for Haris Rauf. Rashid Khan probably the star, 1 for 18, and that has meant that Lahore Qalandars managed to restrict Multan Sultans 160 of their 20.
So to qualify for the final straight away, Lahore Qalandars will need 161 at 8.05 runs and over. All right, Basil, let's enjoy a Q&A session with Riley Russo.
I think of late I go with Rocket. I really enjoy that one. Macha is the local Pakistan one that they call me here. Friendly, honest, ambitious. Depends if I got my family with me. I spend a lot of time with my kids. My little boy just wants to play cricket. He just wants someone to bowl to him all day. Depends Probably if I got my family with
100%
me. I spend a lot of time with my
anyone
kids.
in the world. It would be just
my little boy just
enjoy
wants to play
life
cricket. He just wants someone to bowl to him all day. I love. Depends
Probably
if I got my family with me. I spend a lot of time with my
anyone
kids.
in the world.
Chocolate. My little boy just
Enjoy
wants to play
life.
cricket.
Whatever it is, as long as you got chocolate.
He just wants someone to bowl to him all day. I love. So if I don't say
depends
probably
100%,
I spend a lot of time with
anyone in the world.
chocolate. My little boy just wants to play cricket.
Whatever it is, as long as you got chocolate.
He just wants someone to bowl to him all day. I love. So if I don't say
probably 100%,
I spend a lot of time with anyone in the world. Chocolate. Watching
whatever it is, as long as you got chocolate.
he just wants someone to bowl to him all day. I love. So if I don't say
probably 100%,
whatever it is,
After the best bowler in the tournament. Shaheen Afridi, Haris Rauf, Zaman Khan. And eventually Haris Rauf had the last laugh and got him with a delivery. That was 154.9.
Sheldon, you got runs on the board. Do you think it's a difficult wicket for the batters?
I mean, it's a good wicket. I just think it's going to be a battle of the bowler. Right now, the best bowling team is going to win. I think we did pretty well to get up to 160. Pollard batted pretty well. And as I said, it's going to be the battle of the bowler.
Searching for swing up front, are you?
Yeah, most definitely. I'm going to look to bowl full and have it swinging. Hopefully I can get some.
And in terms of the game, obviously you don't want to play another game and then get into the final, so the first 6 overs vital.
Yeah, most definitely. In any T20 game, the first 6 overs is vital. It set the pace of the game, and I guess it predict the outcome. So let's see what happens.
Is the salute ready?
Hopefully tonight it's going to come out.
Right. We're looking forward to that. Thank you.
So 161 it is, and if they've got to get there and get into the finals, they will need a special from Tahir Beg, and of course the man they rely on, his partner. Tahir Beg has had some flashes of brilliance, but not really been able to go on and smash everything out of the park in the power play. But this man is key for Lahore Qalandars. If he gives them a start, they surely will fancy their chances.
161, and you think that, look at that scorecard and you think it will be under control, but it won't be as simple, especially if Multan Sultans get off to a good start with the ball. You've seen the pitch just react if you bowl short of a length into the pitch. Some balls are skidding through, some balls are not arriving, so just hold your length and apply the pressure.
Just thinking back to the matches in Lahore earlier on in the tournament. Ball swung second half. The reason Lahore Qalandars were so potent is because the ball would be absolutely gun barrel straight first half. Second half, when Shaheen got it in his hand, he swung it. Now this guy here, Sheldon Cottrell, couldn't swing it.
There we go, first ball, 161 to the final. After all that power hitting show in Rawalpindi, everything seemed in slow motion over here with that 160.
Yeah, the pitch has just got a little bit of something in it, hasn't it? A little bit too paced, perhaps. The ball hitting the stickers, hitting the splice of the bat quite often, as opposed to being right on the drive of the bat all the time, as it was in Pindi.
Nalim Dar, the own field umpire, best of the best, and his partner today, Alex Wolf. Also, when you look at Lahore Qalandars in the first half, you feel they bowled very well, but their fielding, dropped 2 catches, missed a run out. That was perfectly shaping into middle.
That's exactly what happened. My memory was not playing tricks on me. Gun barrel straight first innings, and then where are we? Just before 9 o'clock in the evening, the ball swung. Now, whether or not we got a little bit more breeze than we had at the start, it was very still earlier on. Whether or not the drop in temperature makes a difference, but this is exactly what happened when we were here in Lahore before.
Yeah, Pakistan will be very kind to you. Your memory's improved. And actually remembering so. Well done, Butch. Yeah, but probably this is the player you want to dismiss early. Fakhar Zaman is that glue. Whenever he scores runs, Lahore Qalandars more often than not end up winning. If they get them early, then it's Multan Sultans on the front foot. He's just a big player for Lahore Qalandars.
Well, there's a bit more happening here.
Come on, man, that's bad sportsmanship, eh?
Now, it's been friendly. This entire tournament has been friendly. The players know each other well. Lots of guys share dressing rooms with each other. Lots of guys have played many PSLs together. But tonight, with a place in the final on the line, things have heated up. No quarter being given or taken right now. I don't see any reason why he can't run there, to be honest with you.
I think the ball thrown back from Rizwan has actually hit Fakhar and then ricocheted off, so that's why the big discussion.
He had no reason to let it go. Don't you start, otherwise we'll start having a go.
Correct. Absolutely spot on.
You know, it's all been friendly up here in the comms box as well, but that can change immediately.
Yeah, very much so. It's the business end of the tournament. What do you expect? We've been together for what, a month now?
It's felt like a lot longer, Baz, I've got to tell you.
But they've done well throughout the tournament, the 6 teams. Well, just this moment, underarm throw and just hits Fakhre's shoulder and he goes for a run. And Rai Russo is livid about it. He feels that Fakhre should go back.
Absolutely not. That's complete nonsense. Rizwan threw the ball nowhere near the stumps. Hits the batter. They're perfectly entitled to run.
Oh, there you go. No wonder they lost. Spirit of cricket. Oh, Rizwan and Cottrell have gone up. Don't see anyone else interested around it. Having a discussion. If you're so sure with that loud appeal, may as well take it. And now Cottrell has just put his hands up. He's saying, I'm not sure.
3, 2.
Okay. Time's up. 3 for no loss after the first over.
It just seems like it was fresh air, nothing else. It was a huge appeal. Rizwan was super confident. So was Cottrell, and then Cottrell says, no, I don't know. When they were appealing, it was as if there was a definite edge. Good thing they didn't review.
But to be honest, Cottrell only went up when he saw his captain so interested. Anwar Ali. Oh, where was Tahir going? You want to go upstairs?
TV umpire to director. We have an umpire review for run out. Show me best side on angle, please. Just keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. Bat is grounded before the bails are off. I'm ready to make my decision. My decision for the big screen is
just a bit going on out there. A few words being exchanged. It's also a bit nervy, a bit jittery the start.
Yeah, he's the man they want. He's got some good form going for himself, and he's giving them starts that they need.
Yeah, it's such an important wicket. Simply because you feel as though Lahore Qalandars' top order is a little bit on the light side. Abdullah Shafiq is a terrific player. Sam Billings finding himself up there at number 4. But there's a reason why Lahore Qalandars have lost 3 out of 3 when they've been asked to chase. Batting lineup hasn't had somebody that has taken control of the chases.
And also probably Lahore would like to get some good runs going in the power play or just around the end of power play, because then Ehsanullah comes in. And he doesn't allow much.
Oh!
Just want to stay a little ahead in the game compared to the opposition.
Yeah, Shafiq and Billings at 3 and 4. Then Hussain Talat, he's had a quiet tournament. This is the area where they're good. Sikandar Razak, David Visa, Rashid Khan at the back end. But it's much easier when you're setting a target for those guys down at the bottom to come out there and play with freedom than it is when there's a total on the board in front of you.
Yeah, he read that Slightly slower, but he's driven that, and that's the boundary. First one.
It is pace off, it is slower, but it's too full. You want to be hitting the pitch, even with the slow ball just short of a length. That is obviously that slower one, but he's just into that zone where Fakhar can drive him through the offside. Slightly too full that time around.
It's well bowled. While we're watching this qualifier one, more chances for you to win. You can make your cricket TikToks using Hoja Jasbati hashtag on the app and win exciting prizes, and also a chance to win a trip to Dubai. Amdar Ali has done well. Probably wouldn't have been their first choice in their bowling attack, but he's come out and has had a couple of good outings, and now he's been bowling that new ball for them. So with the Sama Mir, Hasanullah, Cottrell, they've found that link that they're missing. 9 for no loss after 2.
Enjoy over 100 award-winning movies that will leave you speechless. Sky Cinema Oscars, available now.
Oh yes, he likes that area, Tahir Beg, and he's pitched Cottrell out.
Yeah, first one down the leg side, he's always backing away, but that one followed him into the pads, and that is just picked up. He loves hitting towards that leg side, especially towards square legs, so he just picked it up and hit it into the stands.
Yeah, neither one nor the other, that delivery. It wasn't a bang-in ball, wasn't aggressive up at the chest or the front shoulder of Bake. It wasn't full enough to swing. It's a bit of a long hop, in truth.
Oh yes, they've got the man, and Cottrell comes out with his salute. End of Tahir Beg.
Yeah, straight away the revenge. Slightly fuller. And this one just carried on, didn't swing back in. Swing to leg, didn't work. And Multan Sultans and Cottrell with the wicket. Didn't shape back in, so that swing to leg didn't come on to the...
In at number 3, Abdullah Shafiq has done well with the bat for Lahore Qalandars. He has had good outings for them. He's filled in well in that number 3 position.
Just carried on going across. Beg, who's been short of runs in the tournament. A little ambitious, perhaps, with that drive. Sheldon Cottrell is right into this contest, despite joining us so late.
Oh yes, that's got to go. He's got 2 in the over. Sheldon Cottrell.
Yeah, it looks so plumb. He's gone upstairs, but it looked absolutely plumb.
Senior Party Director. We have a player review for LBW. On-field decision is out. Can we start with front foot, please? Fair delivery. Move on to front on spin vision, please. Ball is close to the bat. Need to confirm through ultra edge, please. Just keep rolling, keep rolling. Flat line. Roll it up to the pad, please. Satisfied, no bat involved. Go for ball tracking when ready. Original decision out. Pitch in line, impact in line, wicket sitting. Halim, stay with your original decision. Stand by. You're on screen, please signal.
Yeah, not only that, but they lose a review. Abdullah Shafiq goes first ball. Lahore Qalandars at home, 15 for 2.
This batsman's in his prime. Pepe's, sponsors of PSL on Sky Sports.
That's the color of my room where I will live. Blue, blue. I will sit right down, waiting for the gift of sound and vision.
Change is easier. With 1 hour click and collect, you can do it.
One more wicket will wrap this up. Pepe's, sponsors of PSL on Sky Sports.
Sam Billings comes out to bat at number 4, Lahore. 15 for 2, and what an over. Hit for a 6 of the first ball and gets a wicket, dot wicket.
Billings started well for Lahore Qalandars. Comes in at a really pivotal time now. 2 down in the power play. Cottrell swinging the ball in.
Yeah, it's going some. It's coming back quite a long way, appreciably. And with left arm seam, as we've seen in this HPL PSL with the new ball, we've seen so many dismissals. But suddenly, as the ball swings, that front pad, those wickets come into play. It's such a difficult angle, and that has been exposed throughout the HPL PSL. There's been some quality bowling now. I reckon that front pad into play again, because Cottrell is searching for the ball to come back in.
What an eventful over. 7 of it, 2 wickets. 16 for 2, Lahore. Yeah, a lot depends now on how Fakhr operates in this power play. 2 wickets down with 16 and 3 overs of ball.
And suddenly the couple of wickets now puts a whole new dimension to this chase. That was a terrific delivery. It's come back almost from off stump or middle and off and comes back and hits middle and leg. That is a perfect delivery for a left armer. It may seem simple, it may seem easy, but for the right-hander, the ball swinging back in late is the worst sort of angle a worse delivery he would hope to face. And with the couple of wickets now, what Quetta Gladiators, what Lahore Qalandars will have to do is maybe just take a back seat. Now, on Multan Sultans will be hoping to get 3 in the power play, and then all goes to plan. They batted first and they thought about the pitch, and you thought that they went slowly, but maybe that was the plan, to be able to get to a total on a pitch which is not as flat as the others.
Well, we got a good over from Sheldon Cottrell. We've got some good bowlers out here in the J. Super over. Middle of middle. Well done. First ball. And he scores that prize. Just look at Abdullah Shafiq's wicket and you know that the on-field umpire has given you out, and not only you lose that wicket, you lose a review. And Fakhar, he looked at Fakhar Zaman immediately. I don't know why that he advised him to go for it, because the ball has to miss the stumps. Umpire has given you out. That's a good stop. It's taken the pace off. Riley Russo there.
Yeah, excellent stuff. There's not much in it when it comes to the 2 bowling attacks. We've spoken a lot about Lahore Qalandars and how good and how potent and how effective they are as a bowling unit, but Multan Sultans are not far behind, and you would say Multan Sultans bat better than Lahore Qalandars. As soon as they won the toss and batted first, I felt it was an advantage to them. We shall see. Oh yes, oh yes, Anwar Ali. Furniture has been dismantled, and they celebrate hard, because that's the big one. It's
That is a terrific delivery. That has just seamed back in. Normally Anwar Ali just gets the ball to go away from the right-hander. It has pitched and come back straightened. Not often do you see Fakhar Zaman beaten on the inside edge. That is some ball. That is hit a spot on the pitch or just seamed back. That is super bowling. And no wonder Multan Sultans are elated. No wonder Anwar Ali is so happy, because Lahore now on 19 for 3.
Well, the captain comes out, Shaheen Afridi. I thought that would be limited to the round games. He wants to do that in the playoffs as well. But that just changes everything, doesn't it? Fakhar Zaman gone.
Different game chasing runs, as Lahore Qalandars have found out throughout the tournament. I've seen Shaheen do this twice now. First time with great effect, actually. He went 3 down early on that occasion. Was that the game against Qalandars where they got to 148 and defended it? But again, very, very difficult, or very different when you're chasing runs as opposed to setting them.
Here's a thought. Why don't you get Karen Pollard on? Shaheen Shah Afridi just come in. Maybe an over of Pollard.
It's been great, actually. Really enjoyed the bit of niggle. I mean, it's fantastic watching the teams and the players get on and play in a good spirit, but you can't beat a little bit of aggro on the field. As long as it stays within the bounds of respectability, but shows the players care.
All right, so that ends the over here. It's 4 gone 19 for 3.
For 3. Lahore Qalandars losing their top 3 in quick time. Still in the power play. Here's Cottrell. Finding the outside edge. His last over produced 2 wickets for just 7 runs.
Well, he's the type of bowler, Amar Ali, who uses the pitch. That has just nipped back a fraction. You've only got to go a couple of millimeters to beat that bat, which is coming in at an angle, and look at the gap between bat and pad, and it clips the top of off stump. Brilliant. A superb delivery. Oh God, it's cut him in half. This is outstanding bowling. They're using the surface.
Yeah, absolutely. Lessons learned from the first half of the game. There was plenty of movement if you bowl length. You can see the grass there. It's a little bit too paced, and it's an excellent length. We've got a little bit more swing tonight than we had earlier on. And that's Sam Billings' go-to method against the ball swinging back in. He'll try and clip it leg side, use his feet.
The other thing about this as well, the ball swinging, Sheldon Cottrell's not quick. He's got to be a yard and a half slower than Shaheen. Shaheen is express paced. It is a full house. Thank you. Full house.
In the gap. Didn't try to overhit it. It was a mere push. 4 more.
Well, they need lots of quality, the Qalandars, and that was a quality shot. Sam Billings just punching it through the offside, right on top of the bounce. It's a time really where you just need to consolidate, obviously 3 early wickets. So just picking off anything that's slightly wide.
That was just fabulously timed, wasn't it, by Billings? Lahore in dire straits here, 24 for 3.
For the onside. Didn't quite time it properly. Sam Billings. We get 3. Well, this is a site that you want to go to, the Osaka Batru's Facebook page. Answer 8 kill, 8 Jashan contests and win prizes. Get a chance to be part of the Osaka Power Run. Another opportunity for the fans to get involved in the HBL PSL Edition 8. And a very important game unfolding. We knew that both these teams were coming into this qualifier 1 with very good bowling units. And we knew the difference would be the batting, the quality of the batting.
It's also still a bit of a gamble, this, for Shaheen to come in at 5 with Lahore on the rack here. When you and I guess it's because they don't want two right-handers in. Right, keep going. Go on. Oh, I think he's a long-distance runner. He's got to be a 400-meter runner. What do you reckon? Well done. Excellent. Osaka, long-distance runner.
Yeah, a little bit of power in that young man's legs. Not as much as yours, Alan.
New knees, new legs, new distance. Look at the 2 slips now. 2 slips. Cottrell.
Fall. In the air and should be taken. Yes, it's another one for Cottrell. Wicket number 3 to him. 4 wickets now for the Sultans. And they're in control.
Easy catch in the end for Usman Khan. Simple as you like. The decision by the skipper to promote himself has not worked. He has not been a happy man throughout the whole of this evening. Oh, it was there as well. He'll look back at that and think it was right in the slot. Things are going the way of Multan Sultans. They've worked hard to get in this position, and they won't be tiring of that celebration. Sheldon Cottrell with early wickets and real problems now for Lahore Qalandars. 4 down with 28 runs on the board.
Umpires Alim Dar, Alex Wharf just converging because we're experiencing a little bit of a dust storm at the moment. Quite windy here at the Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore. Conditions have changed. Just one delivery from constituting a match.
Well, there's clearly 2 players out there who want to go off and 11 who want to stay on. Umpires are saying, come on, we'll carry on. And that one ball, this one ball, if this is going to persist or get worse, is absolutely crucial.
Hussain Talat, the new batter, and of course, didn't really have a good day in the outfield. Put down a sitter. Aaron Pollard being allowed an added opportunity to continue batting. What an innings he played. Aaron Pollard, back-to-back half centuries. 57 from 34 was the ideal innings to get Multan Sultans back on track after a slow middle phase with the bat. Still an attacking field. 2 slips. Cottrell on the high. Just one delivery in the over. We'll have to reload. Nick Knight, what's impressed you about Sheldon Cottrell so far?
Well, the control, and there's a degree of control required out there because that's all ending pretty well, but there's been a little bit of spice out there. A bit of tension, a few nerves, control from Sheldon Cottrell, control of the swinging ball.
End of the 5th, 29 for 4.
Behind every cricketer is a dream to play for their country, win and inspire, to support loved ones and make their dreams come true. You can be the hero this tournament. Download the Remitly app, the fast, secure way to send money home.
Nespresso. What else?
Lunch. No fun. But at KFC, lunch is kind of a big deal. Get the Twister Wrap of the day. Just $1.98 at KFC.
Right, 29 for 4. Now for 5 overs. Doggett Lewiston pass score 57. So at the moment, 28 runs behind Lahore Qalandars.
Bowl out Sheldon Cottrell as well. He's got an over to go. I mean, you don't often see that. A bowler just bowling straight through his spell, but I think with the ball swinging a little bit and that being his strength, I'd be surprised if they don't bowl him out. And also you've got Abbas Afridi, you've got Isanullah, your leading wicket takers in the competition, still yet to bowl. So things looking pretty good at the moment for Multan.
Leading edge, just short of Tim David running in from mid-off. Again, it's the challenge of the lateral movement we've seen.
Shaheen, Shah Afridi looking leg side, getting all turned around. He's looking leg side, it's gone off the leading edge. Offers a simple chance to Usman Cottrell. 3 in his bag.
Easy single. Now there's a chance for fans to flip the KFC bucket and wedge on your head as fast as you can, and the winners will get KFC finger licking good prizes. Yes, sir, that was quick.
Yeah, I think we'd have to have a look at that technique. I think you know, I think it's open to review that technique.
But if you could get some free KFC, Wilco, you'd be doing that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would, yeah. I'd be putting it straight on.
The skill remains in the hands. How quickly the hands can move to flip the bucket, of course. Good supporting role here by Anwar Ali. Well, the trend we've seen from Multan Sultans, of course, is for Isanullah to bowl beyond the power play phase of the innings. Only 10 overs from him this season. Isanullah in the power play.
Been watching him for years, Anwar Ali. He's one of those bowlers, he's a canny bowler, he's played for Pakistan, he knows what to do with the ball. And I know that sounds like a very basic statement, but some bowlers run in almost with hope. What he does, he knows exactly. He's a very thoughtful bowler, knows the lengths to bowl, especially on this pitch.
Good supporting effort. Raleigh Russo diving away. It's quite a large square here at the Gaddafi Stadium, so the surface is quite hard if you're in that 30-yard circle, offside or onside. They've been the better side so far. They're out cricket, they're ground fielding, the catching as well. Superior to what we saw from Lahore Qalandars. Edge. Good work behind point. Abbas Afridi supporting his fellow bowler. Just saving his team probably a couple runs. End of the power play. 33 for 4.
Well, they look really sharp. bit of desperation about their cricket as well, and some smart cricket. If they go on and win this game, of course, there's a long way to go from here, but if they do, it would be the way they constructed that first innings that would be well, it was a debating point when we were commenting live, but I reckon they were concerned about losing wickets in the middle and exposing that middle order too early. I think they might feel that they've got a pretty good score on the board the way things are.
End of the power play, signaled by Alimdar.
Yeah, 33 for 4. Multan had constructed their power play to the tune of 46 for no wicket. And they still the side with the fewest or the least number of wickets lost in the power play, Multan. Now, Abbas Afridi.
Shot the off. And he is a genuine wicket taker. And of course, Lahore losing 4 wickets in the power play. First was that of Pubg. He was caught behind. And straight away, Sheldon Cottrell got another. Anwar Ali dismissed Fakhar Zaman, the informed Fakhar Zaman, and then Captain Shaheen Afridi chipped one to cover point.
Just love the way that I mean, Multan have bowled so well in this power play. They've bowled straight. Look how straight they have bowled, and that's the swinging delivery as well. 2 of those are from Sheldon Cottrell. They've aimed at the stumps. They have bowled a very good line and length.
Beloved Network, download and earn $1,000 US. You can go to www.beloved.network and help yourself to this prize. You just saw that pitch map of the seamers from this Multan Sultans side. It's pretty much the template used by Abbas Afridi throughout this HBL PSL. Generally, he's in that good length band in terms of his lengths. What he has is that surprise element of the slow ball from back of the hand. Also bowls a good Yorker and a good short delivery.
When Haris Rauf pitched it up at 150 miles an hour, he was hitting the stumps, he was knocking them out. That's because he was pitching up. Sheldon Cottrell pitched the ball up, he was getting the ball to swing. And I think that Multan have done a bit of homework here. Andy Flower and his team, they've got the instructions right. Good toss to win though, yes. Multan getting the runs on the board.
Is the salute ready?
Hopefully tonight it's going to come out.
Right.
Well, it did come out for Sheldon Cottrell. A soldier back in Jamaica. And he has a unique way of celebrating his success when he gets a wicket. Member of the Jamaica Defence Force. End of the 7th, 35 for 4.
Just look at Sheldon Cottrell, 3 overs, 18 balls, 13 dots. 13 dot balls from him.
Here's Sanula. Well, doesn't get better than this as a fast bowler. He's been a genuine wicket taker for the Sultans. 20 wickets to his name this season.
Yeah, hugely impressive actually, not just the pace, but the way he bowls with pace. He bowls with good control as well, and I think he'll be targeting those stumps. He's going to have to be a little fuller because of the pace to hit the stumps, but I think that's what he's done, as well as the impression he's made with the pace, which is up around 150 quite regularly, but he controls that really well.
Well, we live in a data-driven world, and we've had the chance to look at what he's achieved this Sanula throughout the entire season in terms of the lengths that have brought wickets for him. He's a very different bowler to Shaheen Shah Afridi. Sanula, both with a lot of pace. And this is what he's produced in terms of his lengths. 38% short of a good length. And his wickets across the spectrum. That Yorker length is short of a good length. Here's Shaheen's pitch map. And generally his wickets come from that length in the slot and that Yorker length as well.
A different type of bowlers, aren't they? Shaheen's a swing bowler, so he's searching for that fuller length a little bit more often. I mean, he'll probably bowl 2 overs of his 4 looking for swing, so hence his pitch map is going to be a little fuller than Sanula, and that's maybe a talking point as well, whether Sanula should perhaps bowl a little earlier than he does. But they hold him back, and you can't argue it's not working.
And the other thing about that information, if you're a batter, you should be setting yourself for that short of a length delivery, not trying to get too far forward when facing this man. And short of a good length.
Darren, you watch Sanula bowling, and it's like your fellow countryman. He's like a West Indian fast bowler, hits the deck. And when he's bowling, what you need as a remedy is a little cup of Tapal tea just to calm down. That's what you need. Double strong, 2 tea bags for me, please. #1 brand.
You're so right. The adrenaline runs high when you're facing a bowler as quick as him. There is that Yorker. Change of the length, that surprise element.
He's just got a little flick of the wrist, hasn't he? If you watch, have a look at the flick there. Can you just see that little flick in the replay? I think that is causing batters a bit of a problem as well. As a batter, you're looking for the ball, a nice clean view of the ball coming out of the hand, and that late flick just makes it a little bit more tricky to pick up the line as quick as you'd like. So I think that little flick that he has is just working in his favour.
That's his variation. Pace off. Good start by Sanula. His first over just going for 3 runs. End of the 8th, 38 for 4.
What a fight this is.
Max Verstappen is going now for the lead of the race. The crowd roar their approval for this. It's wheel to wheel. Absolutely loving this.
STC Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. To add Sky Sports, go to sky.com/sports.
If we're going to do this, let's go all the way.
You're a muff, Gene. We could have the lot.
.123 from 72, and they are struggling, Lahore Qalandars, in this huge game. The qualifier, 38 for 4. Required rate, well, it's on your screen, 10.25. And Sam Billings and Hussain Talat, they have their work cut out. While talking about cutouts, there it is. Invrex Solar Energy, the leading run scorer and wicket taker of this HBL PSL 8, will get a complete solar system for their house from Invrex Solar Energy. Well, Abbas Afridi is well in contention for it. Got 5 wickets in his previous game, including in hat-trick. And this is really good length bowling from Multan Sultans. They haven't really allowed Lahore's top order to get away at all. A confirmation there of the leading wicket takers rather. He jumped up his teammate in the previous game, picked up 5. All 5 bowlers on display today. Hence why the top 2 teams in the league.
That is the exact sign that tells me everything I've said a lot. Bowlers win your tournaments. Batters win your games. Bowlers win you tournaments.
Yes, sir, Simon Dole. Yes, sir. Mr. Bowler. Nicely played. Still only gets 1. Surprising move, you'd say, gentlemen. Shaheen Shah Afridi again promoting himself. He's done it once before. What do you make of that?
Well, you don't know. Last time I asked him, he said we wanted a left-hander out there, but the man he was saving, Hussain Talat, is a left-hander. Yes, he's low on confidence, but then what did he achieve? By just hiding him for a couple of overs and sending him in again. He'll probably then have no time to get his eye in.
It's strange, isn't it, how they find it so difficult to chase. It's in their heads.
Another thing I didn't understand, he didn't get picked for that 3 T20s against Afghanistan, Abbas Afridi.
Yeah, plenty of frustration. Plenty of emotion rolling. That's what happens when you're 4 down just for 41. Yeah, frustrated batters on the receiving end tonight for the home side. Alright, chin up, skipper. The game's not done yet. Sikandar Raza and David Visa, who've been their mainstay in getting them over the line with the bat and from difficult situations, yet to come. And a very important game, because the loser of the game still gets 2 bites at the cherry. Still gets another shot. And that's why it pays off to finish top 2 in this tournament. Another lovely delivery. Pace on, angles across. This has been some really exceptional bowling display from Multan.
Yeah, and we talked at the halfway stage. Went out and had a look at the surface, and there was a few indentations just in the pitch. It seemed like there might be a little bit of movement about, a little bit of cracking, but they just bowl into the pitch, don't they? Cottrell, oh well, he's probably the most along the wicket bowler of the 4 that have been used so far. Sheldon Cottrell, he gets quite low and looks to swing it, but he's been very successful. And the double A's, well, they're a good combo, aren't they? Anwar Ali and Abbas Afridi. And then the sheer pace of Isanullah, it's a nice combination. They'll have to bring Sam Amir into the mixer at some stage.
Another great over. Just the 3 singles off it. 41 for 4. The going's getting really tough for Lahore Qalandars. Once again in the chase. Kyron Pollard. The going's getting really tough for Lahore Qalandars. Almost rescued the Multan Sultans from a bit of a hole they dug for themselves. And now he's got a job with the ball. 41 for 4.
Interesting selection, isn't it? We saw Rashid Khan have great success. 4 overs, 1 for 18, 19, 18 I think it was. And yet they haven't gone to a Samamir as yet. Another seam bowling off pace type option. Good fielding. Good fielding. I think he's gone. I think he's gone. I think he knows it.
He's already walking, and Multan already celebrating, but we still have a look upstairs.
Best side on angle, please. Just keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. Yes, short of the crease, bail are off. I'm ready to make my decision. My decision for the big screen is
that will be another one very shortly. There it is, confirmation. Not the best piece of running at all from Hussain Talab, but that is half the side now back in the dugout. His tournament, well, it's 4 tonight. Lahore 41 for 5. Sikandar Raza.
Yeah, it's just that time when you're low on confidence, nothing's going right for you, you make all the wrong calls.
Not the best piece of running. He's almost stopped because he didn't want to get hit with the ball, I'd imagine. Put the dive in, come on.
Yeah, it was brilliant. It was a very good piece of fielding, but 9 innings, 161 runs, average of 20 for Hussain Talab. I'm with you, Ruji. Where's the dive? It's unacceptable. You've got to put the effort in. Dive. Does it not? Does it mean nothing to you?
Take the blow. And we've all been there. We all sort of almost look at the ball where there's a rocket arm coming at you, but you got to put the dive in. There's plenty of equipment that goes around and you almost back yourself. Put the horizontal dive in. Give yourself the best chance and your team. Well, the chase once again tonight not going Lahore's way. Up in the air, and this will take some catching. 2 fielders converge. What a catch! Abbas Afridi, well, he is an absolute star with the ball, and this time in the field.
Yeah, he called for it. He knew that he is the best opportunity. He came running to his left from long up and got right underneath that, kept his eyes on. And Sikandar Raza takes the hit. He has to walk back for just 1.
Well, I thought there was going to be a collision here momentarily. There was 2 running for it. They were both calling. The crowd's very noisy. They get very close here, and then just at the last minute, it is Abbas Afridi who overcalls. Pollard picks up the wicket with a good short ball, and Sikandar Raza gone for 1, 43 for 6.
Or David Visa, he's out there to face the music. 160 he strikes them at, but the problem is the 6 wickets down for Lahore Qalandars. He will have to have a really special knock here. 118 from 61. Oh, what an over from Pollard. His first, he's picked up 2 wickets. An excellent 10th over for Multan Sultans. 3 runs and a couple of wickets. 44 for 6. A pretty sorry looking scorecard for Lahore Qalandars. Sam Billings is the only batter to get double figures. He's out there with David Visa now. Oh, that's quick. That's quick. And that is high enough to get over Rizwan. A welcome boundary.
Welcome David Visa as well, and it's just sailed over top of the helmet. It's taken off. I think the length wasn't bad. Seamed back. Well played in the end by Visa. And Rizwan. Just a bit of a sorry look back.
What a find he has been. What an absolute find Ehsanullah has been. Accuracy, pace, 20 wickets to his name. And congratulations to him. He's made it to the Pakistan side as well.
And you better make the most of this bounce, Sikandar, because he's not going to get that in Sharjah. I can give you the tip.
Yeah, you're right about that. That's Sikandar Raza. You just look at Abbas Afridi, high on confidence, and he calls for it and makes sure then he takes it. You just look at it, probably try to dissect Lahore Qalandars' plan when they came out to bat. The best opportunity to score runs probably could have been Anwar Ali in the power play, because then they have to deal with Abbas Afridi and Ehsanullah post power play.
Well, the fans have been engaged throughout this HBL PSL. This time the TikTok winner at Lahore Mehtab. Enjoying the game from the ground. Well done. Congratulations.
Mark Butcher's insights still ring true. It's the ladies, it's the women, it's the girls. They're far better. They're far more active on TikTok and social media. They're always winning.
A really well bowled. Just feel is going down leg. Quick pace as well. 146. Well, we've got the pace on display tonight. 154. And the fastest point, the fastest delivery from Haris Rauf earlier. 154.6, I've just been told. That's 96 point something miles per hour. Just to put into context how quick that is.
It's not as fast as our motorbike, Ruji.
Not at all. 1300 hours. And you and me riding that Hayabusa that whoever wins after the final. That's picked up. And straight down the throat. Sheldon Cottrell, what a game he's having. 3 wickets and now the catch to dismiss Sam Billings.
That one 149.4 from Ehsanullah. Continues to impress. Picks up the one batter who was set, even though going quite slowly, Sam Billings. He was looking every opportunity to try and resurrect things because he was losing partners left, right and centre.
Just checking that front foot, and it's fine. And every time they've tried to go after the bowling, they've ended up handing it to a fielder in the deep. It's just not coming off their bat today, Lahore Qalandars. And that probably just sums it up with 49 for 7. Billings goes for 19.
The magician is out for Lahore. Oh, what a delivery. What an over. Oh, what a way to end it. 147 clicks that last one. 11 done, 49 for 7.
We've been looking at funeral plans.
Yeah, well, your mum has.
I've been choosing between a direct cremation or an attended funeral.
Attended funeral? That's at least £4,000. Funeral cars, flowers. I can't afford all that.
Well, there is Memoria. You get a local attended service that can be personalised to you.
Service? That'll be expensive.
Memoria is only a few £100s more than a direct cremation.
Now that's a plan.
For affordable attended service funeral plans from just £2,175. To find out more, call Memoria Funerals today.
A leg spin now into the attack. Osama Mir. He's also had a great tournament. He also provides that variety of options to Multan Sultans. Let's not forget, they've got plenty of spin options as well. Don't use them regularly. Khush Dil Shah, Tim David, they can all bowl a little bit, but he's been also quite a Now 50 comes up for Lahore. And we continue to roll out winners tonight in terms of what they can win. Well, Jazz Fan Pulse winners, Arsum Zian and Irfanullah. Congratulations. Gone. He's been stumped. Osama Mir also picks up one. And Lahore now, well, they've lost 8.
Well, he had to try and do something here, Rashid. Run rate getting up to 13. I think the over, or that even that one ball from Ihsanullah was enough for him to suggest not very comfortable out there. And so he tried to go after the spin of Osama Mir.
Stand by, guys. Fair delivery. Now move on to front on spin again, please. Ball is close to the bat, so need to confirm through all tries, please.
Just trying to work out here what we're checking for.
Waiting for all tries, guys. Just keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. That's satisfied, no bat in wall. So now show me the best side of angle, please. I also need to check whether his hands are behind the stumps or not. Yeah, roll it back, please. Roll it back. Roll it back, frame by frame. Now roll forward. Slow, 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 slow. Yeah, satisfied. Hands are behind the stumps. Yeah, satisfied. I'm ready to make my decision on the big screen. My decision for the big screen is.
Okay, so the check there was to make sure that Rizwan had taken the ball behind the stumps. Behind the stumps, not for the front foot, not for the stumping, because stumping was out comfortably. So it was all about Rizwan taking the ball behind the stumps. Fair enough. Out for none, 50 for 8.
The wickets have tumbled for Lahore, and in a very, very quick fashion. They are 50 for 8 now. A slip in. How is this for a game? The qualifier. Multan Sultans all over Lahore Qalandars.
How do you just sum it up? What went wrong today? Can't just be like this side has been leading the table throughout.
Too sure. I think they bowled badly. I think it was probably around about par, just maybe a little bit below par, even 160 for 5. I think it's in their heads. I think batting second is just in their heads.
Well, I don't know if it's just the captain saying it after losing the toss, but he said I wanted to bowl first. Have the toss. But, and maybe the green tinge invited him.
Parkview winner for match 30, Abdul Qayyum Farooqi. Congratulations to him as well. That's cut away and cut away fine. That will end the over with a boundary. 12 done, 55 for 8.
We've been looking at funeral plans.
Yeah, well, your mum has.
I've been choosing between a direct cremation or an attended funeral.
Attended funeral? That's at least £4,000. Funeral cars, flowers. I can't afford all that.
Well, there is Memoria. You get a local attended service. It can be personalised to you.
Service? That'll be expensive.
Memoria is only a few £100s more than a direct cremation.
Now that's a plan.
For affordable attended service funeral plans from just £2,175. To find out more, call Memoria Funerals today.
Coming in hot. The McSpicy is here to stay with 100% chicken breast in a spicy, crispy coating.
Yeah, 106 needed of 48 deliveries. 8 down, Lahore Qalandars. 55 for 8. The chase has never really got going. 48 deliveries. 8 down, Lahore Qalandars. It's all been multan sultans. The chase has never really got going. 48 deliveries. 8 down, Lahore Qalandars. Pump down the ground.
Because he was bowling a little bit earlier. Just himself. Fast man up against the fast man. It's Tanola in search of just a couple more wickets. It's pretty tight there in terms of leading wicket taker with his mate Afridi. So just has the 1 wicket so far, looking to add to that.
I think, yes, the toss. I think, yes, the toss. Was important, I think, to bat first. We know all that. Sides batting first here win more than they lose. The one thing that Lahore Qalandars do not do well is chase. There's been very little to cheer about for Qalandars tonight. That was one small morsel.
Quicker, shorter, zipping through. 143 clicks. Doesn't like being hit down the ground. Yeah, a bit of spice. He's come up and he's had a few words, so has his son-in-law. And I reckon that the only thing that'll cool you down or just relax you is that tapalti. And that's in the lounge. Pakistan's #1 tapalti.
Been pretty spicy out there. There have been one or two words exchanged throughout the game. There's a lot at stake, and that's not a very pleasant sight if you're a batsman.
Certainly it's changed, hasn't it? From the earlier games, the round games, now the playoffs. Plenty of strikes. Oh, that'll be a no ball. That hasn't hit the strip.
There's hope for all club cricketers, all those aspiring to be as great and as good as this Sunula. He too can do that.
Not quite sure what he was trying to bowl here, but let's see. Oh yeah, it's the back of the hand. It's the back of the hand slower ball that is completely misdelivered. No, he tried it.
If you're going to try it, 66 for 8 is probably a good time to try it.
Yeah, it is.
Shouldn't be that costly.
Yeah, not that costly. He's just gone through though. It'll cost him 4. No timing on it, but it just trickles into the fence. The end of the 13th, it's 70 for 8. Lahore Qalandars 70 for 8. There's still a bit of spice in the game. Last over, Harris drove but a few boundaries away, but words are exchanged. It means so much, these playoffs. Short, pulled away, pumped away leg side. That'll go all the way.
Well, they need that and plenty more. The Qalandars if they're going to get close here, but just dragged down David Visa with an opportunity to get himself in form. Find some runs out there in the middle. A bit of a gift, just dragged down.
Not sure Sommer Mir could have bowled a worse delivery than that to David Visa, who latches onto anything short. He hits it as hard as this man sometimes. There's been very little for the Qalandars to cheer about tonight.
Short again, misses out this time, and he just looking around Visa. Right, Duffer News cricketing fact. If Multan Sultans win this match, it will be their third consecutive final in the HBL PSL. The last two, they won one and lost one. Better length, inside edge.
Samir spearing this one in. This is
to the fielder. Lahore haven't been fond of chasing. They've had that Achilles heel of having to bat second. Shot again. This time he's missed it. This time he's got to get the finger and he's gone.
TV umpire to director. We have a player review for LBW. The on-field decision is out. Can we start with front foot, please? Fair delivery. Move on to front on spin vision, please. Ball is close to the bat. Need to confirm through ultra edge, please. Just keep rolling, flat line, roll it up to the pad, please. Yes, satisfied, no bat in wall, go for ball tracking when ready. Original decision out, pitch outside off, impact in line, wicket sitting. Alex, stay with your original decision, stand by, you're on screen.
Yeah, looked out and stays out. Visa departs for 12. It's 76 for 9. Oh, he's left that not too far outside off stump, but it's 14 done. It's 76 for 9.
Yeah, he's gone a long way back, David Visa. More hope than science, but Samir knew he'd got his man. Unfortunately, this has been a very bad night at the office for Lahore Qalandars. And Multan Sultan would love to wrap this up now, this over.
I think, though, you've got to admire the planning and the skill. Very considered performance from Multan Sultans, who read conditions really well. Got themselves to a score that, well, some will have felt was a bit under par.
Back foot block. Like it's time to travel. D-Love Network giving $1,300 Hayabusa heavy bike to the player with the highest wickets in the HBL PSL 2023 and the player with the highest number of sixes in the HBL PSL 2023. That's the guy with the highest number of wickets, Abbas Afridi. A little short, quick.
I think Haris Rauf has got to be careful here. He could get injured if he doesn't hit this correctly.
The Inverex caps, these caps will be given to Hanif Muhammad cap, the highest runs of the tournament, and Fazal Mahmood cap, the highest wicket taker of the tournament.
Yeah, and this man, Abbas Afridi, is bowled so well. Haris Rauf mustn't get injured here. He could injure himself the way he's swinging. That's gone! That is the last wicket. It looked innocuous, but that is one forlorn captain, Shaheen Shah Afridi. It's all over here. Multan have won by 84 runs. They go through to the final, and Lahore Qalandars get a second chance, but they have been completely outplayed in every department tonight at the Gaddafi Stadium, Lahore.
Yeah, they've been hugely impressive, the way they planned things with the bat in the first innings, the way they bowled length. They learnt from what happened in that first innings, their fielding, their desperation. They've played incredibly well, and rightly so deserve to go straight through to the final. They're going to take some beating, but they'll come back. They'll come back and have another go and learn lessons from tonight, I'm sure.
Multan Sultans into their third consecutive HBL PSL final. And what a performance it has been. They won by 84 runs. Won the toss, batted first, and you thought that they might not be going fast enough, but it was all under control. And once they got to 160, then they bowled Lahore Qalandars out for just 76. They defended, Lahore Qalandars were never in the game. And it has been the third lowest total in HBL PSL history. The lowest ever score on Pakistani soil. But it was all due to that magnificence of Multan Sultans. Rizwan once again leading his men towards a final, to a final.
Sheldon Cottrell, how well he bowled. Intelligently swung the ball. And is so very little for Lahore Qalandars to cling on to tonight. When there is a debrief, to see any sort of positive from tonight, because they have been that much outplayed.
Well, the positive is that they'll hope not to be as bad next time round, because they've not had a couple of good nights here at home in their last couple of games, but they are still a very fine side. They will have a comeback, I'm sure. Abbas Afridi, well, his wonderful time with the ball continues. Ishanullah would have loved to have bowled the final over.